Hi, fellow traders. I'm going to recap my trade on CALM today. It was one of the tickers that was on my watch list from the weekend. Somehow I got myself thinking that this was the one that was going to make the move. And so somehow all my focus ended up on this ticker at the open. I don't know how that came about. It's probably because, you know, I haven't had a whole lot of trades with large range, and those were the trades that were helping me grow my account. I was getting those trades that make my minimum daily goal, but then, once or twice a week, I would find one that would, really take off, and I was, hadn't really been seeing that lately. I guess the volume in the market is down, but then when I look at tickers that I saw that I had on my watch last week, and how they were running double digit percentage wise, you know, I could have had those moves. I just didn't trade them right. So I'm looking at this one, and this weekend I started focusing on trying to have a more of a swing trade mentality, during the day. And I would just swing it a trade for that day. Give it time to settle in the morning, get on it early, put a position on it and let it work. And that was my idea on CALM, but I got that big candle at the open, and let me go to the charts I was trading it off of. All right, so I got this candle here open and went past that resistance right there that I was expecting to hold as support, that I could base a move up because it's blue sky above that. And here I get a candle, that ranges over $2 in the first 5 minutes. And at this point, I'm sitting there with a deer in the headlights look, like, what the hell? And completely forgot about the rest of my watch list. And just kept watching this. I said, well, I'm expecting it to pull back and test the VWAP. If it does, then I'll take it long, and, I'll look to hold it for most of the day. And that's what I put down in chat. That was the plan I had for this. Well, once it set up on the VWAP, closed above it, I switched over here to the 2 minute, and I got in on this candle right here, and went long. Well, I didn't expect to get a push up so fast. This thing ran a point very quickly, and because it did that, I went ahead and took profits on it because, number one, my thesis was proven incorrect because it ran up as fast. And then when it started, it hit the upper deviation band, and it kind of, once it flattens out, this pretty much means the top of the move. So I'm looking at this thing. So I went ahead and took profit on it, and I left 100 shares on. I did take 300, but I took 200 off, and I just left 100 shares on, and which was actually, I left a third on, and I'm thinking half. That's just how discombobulated this thing had me this morning. But I was letting the 100 shares ride, and really my idea was just to let the thing ride until it closed. And I didn't. It came down so far. I went ahead and took those last 100 shares off, and then I said I'll look for it to reclaim the VWAP and maybe take a trade off of it. And and that was the plan I put out after I got out of this ticker. Well, it came up, got another big candle, you know, and this was almost a point. And, it was right here on the VWAP, and I almost took it. I almost said, well, I'm going to take this And I said, no, I'm going to wait and see what it does, because when I get a candle like this, it kind of throws me off a little bit. So I waited, and it was consolidating. Well, it was time for me to go grab some lunch. And, because I'm back at work this week and I have to work around that schedule. So I just went ahead and put in a buy stop for 62.25, so that, if it hits it, because I got this red candle down, it held a 9. So I said, if it hits this, it's probably going to run up. So I put an alert on my phone, put so to let me know that if it hit 62.25, it was time. I think Thinkorswim is the app that I have on my phone as well, and I could put price alerts on it. So I did that. But the problem is, when the price alert hit, it was already printing this candle. It was gone. So I couldn't really alert it in chat, because by the time I saw it, it was too late. Then I went to try to log on to my SureTrader app on my phone, and that's like an act of Congress. So once I figured out and got in, I wanted to see if the order hit, or if it jumped over it. And sure enough, the order hit. I was in. And so when I got back from lunch, I think it was somewhere in here, it was still riding on the 9, and then it came back up. So I'm in my mind, I'm like, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to hold it. And I think I announced in chat that I would take it off on a close below the 9. And that was me in my day trade mentality. This was a normal day trade. Yeah, that's what I would do. I would have taken it off right here. But I had to keep telling myself, and I had to keep looking at my note card, for the plan I had on this ticker, that this is not a typical day trade. So you need to give it more room. That's why I'm not in this thing 400 shares right now. So I left it on, let it run down, and it hit the VWAP, and I'm thinking about, I need to get out of this thing because it's on the VWAP. I really need to think about getting out of it. But, I've got a 62.25 entry. So, why not give it, the room it needs? Just give it that stop, because, it's not fading. It's still fighting back. So I gave it some room, and it came back up here, and it consolidated. Then it lost the 9 and the 20 again, but it rode on the VWAP. And then it popped up, and it started to work. And I think along in here, I think I said in chat that if I get another pop, I'm going to go ahead and take the profit. And that's what I did. I got a little pop here. I think I took it at 62.80. But, and it ran up some more. I think I left something on the table. But I stuck to the plan I had. I think I let it run as long as I could, and went ahead and took the profits. But then even still, when the volume came in, I've been looking for all day, it still didn't really push up too far past, the high this morning. So it really didn't give me the move that I was looking for. Didn't really give me the breakout that I was looking for once it took out, the 52-week high. The other thing I said in chat that some people asked me about, it was about the range, and I was telling them that the upper deviation band was flat. It wasn't trending with the 9 and the 20. And whenever you're going to have a nice strong move up past this deviation band, past the level that it's at now, it's going to start trending with the 9 and the 20, and it's going to start trending up. And when I didn't get that, that's when I kept saying, I know this ticker's not going to make the move I want it to make. It's just not there. So I just held on to it just to see what I could get out of it, if I could get it up to this. I already had profit on it. I wasn't going to give back too much. I wasn't going to let that happen. So I went ahead and held it, through that mess, and then, ended up getting a nice little profit. I don't know if I'm going to try this trading style or whatever, this strategy anytime soon. I just really felt uncomfortable with it when I'm thinking that if I just put it in and let it ride all day, I could be comfortable with it. But because there wasn't anything else, and for some reason my mind was just focused on this, I couldn't let it go. And, that's something I'm going to have to practice before I come out and start trading this again. So, just wanted to share that with you. Let me see if I can find an example of, yeah, right here. You see how this is a short, so versus a long, but you can still see what happens when volume comes in. You got the volume come in, and you got people, more interested in it. This is going to widen up, and it's going to give you the move down that you're looking for. And I was looking for, and just like right here, on Friday, I really should have took this trade Friday. Had I been doing the same, had I did try Friday what I'm trying today, this thing would have paid me off real nice. As you can see, the upper deviation band is trending with the 20. I mean the 20 right here, trending with the 9. And, the VWAP is moving up. Now the VWAP's going to kind of tail off before everything else does. But the fact that this was trending up, this is what I was looking for. And this is what I expected out of Calm today. But, just didn't get it. But that's about it for me today. I just I had a tough day. Again, I think I'm just looking for those tickers that were paying me, above my basic strategy. Now I'm not even trading my basic strategy because I'm looking for these. So, tomorrow it's time to go back to the basics. Still keep these trades on. I'm still going to keep my watch list. But if it doesn't trade the way I normally trade them, I'm probably not going to trade it. I just need to get back to, what got me here before I chase myself into a hole. But, as always, if anybody has any questions, you can email me or, hit me up in chat. I'll be glad to answer them, about what I did here. And, anything else that you may have a question about. But I'm probably not going to try this anymore anytime soon. I think I need more practice on it, on the simulator. So until next time, everybody have a great evening, and I'll see you tomorrow in chat.